What's going on, people? Happy hump day to you all. It's Don Chucky here. I got a haircut, so I don't look homeless anymore. At least according to my wife. So we're gonna get this started. Funny that, you know, I saw that somebody followed me who is actually going to be a topic on this show tonight with the hate raids and everything. I find that quite hilarious. But, you know, he goes, my Chucky before he's from Rugrats. Yeah, no, you're so funny. Actually, a lot of people usually used to call me Chucky because of that doll. You know, the killer doll from the movies back in the 80s and 90s? That red-headed doll? Yeah, that's usually where a lot of people used to call me Chucky. Yeah, I've also been called Charlie Brown in my lifetime, but whatever. I got used to it. The sad part is a lot of people actually used to think that my real name, my first name is Don. But I embraced it after a while because, you know, being someone who loves The Godfather and mafia culture. Kevlad, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Also, hello to you, Drax. I do appreciate you stopping in. Fighting off the last remnants of this stupid virus, but we are a lot better off than we used to be, which is all that matters. All I can say is we have a lot to talk about today. We're going to dive right into my favorite topics, which is the NFL, of course. First, we're going to talk about NFL news with COVID-19 and everything. And if you have any topics you want me to talk about, drop them in the chat. You know, I'll try to go over them today, and if I don't today, I'll hit them at another time. We come from years knowing each other. It's crazy. Yeah, we've known each other for about, I think, 2 years now at least. Something like that. We just met through Twitter and became friends since. You know, and that's, I thought that was a great thing. You know, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So, the first NFL team to be 100% vaccinated is the Atlanta Falcons, which was reported a couple days ago, actually. Which I thought was really cool. What is your thoughts on this whole Twitch ISP thing and hate raids? I think hate raids are ridiculous. I cannot believe that people actually spend time doing that. And, you know, Twitch should be able to stop it. I don't know why Twitch can't do anything, or they haven't done anything yet. You know, I mean, I don't know everyone who's had a hate raid done to them. I know that it's been predominantly certain streamers. You know, there's a lot of propaganda from different things that are bad. We're not going to go over it too deep unless we really need to, but you know what I mean? Just hate raids are terrible. I can't believe it. Denimation, thank you for hosting. And it kind of sucks that we're on a platform that can't protect us. I mean, like, because, you know, obviously there's things you can do. I've got a mod who... I'm going to make him an offer. Oh, speaking of my mod. Speaking of the mod, 29 months, tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, wifey. Yeah. Enjoy that little clip of me trying to drive a race car in Mafia. Oh my god, that game was so much fun. And you can actually see that series on YouTube. Wifey, thank you again for the 29 months, tier 1 sub. Oh my god. Let me know if you want me to do Russian Water or Bean Boozled when you have a chance. I'm pretty sure you're leaning Bean. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of creators decided to leave with all that's going on. Yeah, because it's not right. It's not right at all. And I mean, obviously, it's unfair because, you know, these people are targeting... I've noticed that some people have been targeting, you know, creators who are African-American, creators who might be gay or somewhere on the LGBTQ, you know, scale and everything. Bean, duh, lol, yeah, of course. Okay, why'd I even ask? Bean Boozle, spin, here we go. Or have mental health problems. Yeah, and it's pretty terrible. Peach or barf? Ugh, that's a nasty one. And I think that's this. That should be this one. Seen that around too, yeah. Alright, well, here's the bean. No, Jesus Christ. That's a nasty bean. Let's get that taste out of my mouth. Thank you so much, though, for the resub. I do really appreciate it, wifey. And yeah, you're right, Phoenix. You know, if people have mental health problems, and honestly, a lot of us do. You know? a lot of us do have different mental health issues that we struggle with, even though we don't always talk about them or they don't always show. You can't tell something's wrong with some people just because you look at me. You can't just, there's no glaring sign or anything. Yeah, like you don't see that going on Facebook, YouTube, or even Trovo. Trovo's kind of new, isn't it? I think Trovo's kind of new. I've seen a few people on there. Facebook gaming, I know a couple big creators are on there, but that's all I really watch on there. And then YouTube, I watch a couple people stream there once in a while. But I mean, I don't know if it's more so hit with 2 huge hate raids. Oh my God. Super new. Okay. See, I don't know if it's, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's not just big creators, right? It's smaller creators too. It's not just attacking, like, how sometimes people attack certain big creators. I've seen some of that happen before where like a big female creator might get attacked for some reason, which is unfair and unreasonable and ridiculous. But at the same time, other people get attacked too, and it's like, what is Twitch gonna do? Yeah. I mean, it's not right. They need to figure something out. I mean, first of all, if you ban somebody from your stream, they shouldn't be able to see your stream. What kind of ad revenue are you really going to get, Twitch, from, if you block 5 people and then you run some ads? Is that really worth it? Is that what we're talking about here? Or what's the problem? Why is it such a struggle just to ban people? And actually ban them. Like, they're gone. Like, poof, get out of here. Not, watching this idiot make I hate, and then we'll just put a word in there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. They just changed 1 or 2 characters out of the username, and they could just make another username. I've seen it happen in contact with various viewer, account, and affiliate partner status. I mean, someone like me, small up-and-coming streamer, need to get back on track, and I see that name follow me, the hell, get the f*** out of here. I don't want you around me. But that doesn't mean that they can't make like 20 other f***ing usernames to be like, oh, I'm gonna get you sooner or later. Like, come on, Twitch, you gotta do better. You're owned by Amazon. Amazon makes buku f***ing money. Buku, stupid f***ing money. I think people who do that should be Mac banned. Like Mac address? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, since I left, I had no issues at all. I mean, if it came down to it, everybody would leave. The problem is Twitch is the money getter. Twitch is the big dog. Nobody challenges Twitch to that degree to where they have to fix everything and be perfect. Just like anything else. You have to fix things. People have to be happy. People have to be able to work and do their stuff. A lot of content creators depend on this money, and this money isn't guaranteed either, let me tell you. Streaming, like the main reason why I stream is a hobby and I have fun, make a little bit of money here and there, a little extra for my gaming hobby, a little extra to upgrade streaming stuff. I mean, we saw what happened to Mixer. Yeah, but Mixer got bought out. Mixer just tanked. I'm surprised Facebook gaming hasn't taken off more, to be honest with you. I was from Mixer, rip. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Rest in peace, Mixer. Let's all bow our heads for Mixer for a moment. I had some friends who were on Mixer, and I had no problem with people going to Mixer. Some people went to Mixer for the wrong reasons, though. They went just because, oh, these big-name streamers went. No, you don't leave a platform because big streamers like Ninja and people who actually make a living go there. Zuck Gaming, right? I mean, you go to a platform because you like the way it works and it fits your needs. That's why, I mean, I've always said, if I had to leave, I would go to another platform, but Twitch has been good to me. I can't complain. And I mean, that's why I post stuff on YouTube now, which, like I've said before, please go check out my YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Help me get to 100. 100 subs on YouTube is the first goal that I have, and when I get there, the big thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a behind the scenes on how I came up with Charlotte and how I prepare for that shows. You guys are going to want to see that because it's some funny stuff that I do to prepare for those shows, and You'll see Charlotte coming up here soon within the next month. I just have to make sure I have the supplies. But all in all, with hate raids, it's ridiculous, and I don't understand why Twitch hasn't done anything about it. Like, they said they fixed something within their settings. I don't believe that. They're still happening. I mean, I think the biggest thing you'd have to do is just turn off raids except for people that follow you, and then just be ready to, like, ban, be ready to, you know, hit subscriber only mode or something. That's all I can think of. So I just think after stuff I dealt with was for the best why I left here. Plus, I have no hate towards Twitch. And I don't blame you. That's fine, Phoenix. Of course, absolutely. There's no hate. I trust you completely that there's no hate and there's no issues. It's just that you don't feel comfortable or safe on Twitch. And that's fine. I don't blame you at all. I'm just saying, for me personally, Twitch is where I'm going to be streaming. I've had people say gambits and stuff to me. I've had people try to trick me into saying different things. You've had all those people who come in with their usernames that is like, you know, that make you say stupid, ugly phrases and stuff, or they try to bait you into saying something stupid and ugly. These people just have too much time on their hands. They're bored. They hate their own lives. They hate their own fucking lives. And that's why they're trying to ruin everybody else's day, because they're mad and they want everyone else to be mad too. That's basically what it comes down to. It's just a bunch of insolent children, people who don't have a life, people who don't get it. And yeah, that's my opinion. And I'm sure hate raids will get fixed sooner or later. I just hope it's not too late, because, again, you know, we've seen Twitch has made mistake after mistake after mistake with different things, from not banning certain creators until after they have like 5, 6, 7 bans for like a couple days. I'm not getting into specifics. I'm just naming that. To banning people for no reason. Neko Rivera, thank you so much for hosting. Appreciate it. And then they also ban people for other stuff. You know, you can get banned on different platforms just because people spam ban without any cause. They can literally, like I've seen on TikTok where people get banned. You know why they get banned? Because 100 little 13-year-old kids keep hitting the ban button until they get banned. And it's not because, oh, sexual content, or, oh, they said bad words, or hate speech, or whatever. No. Isn't that ridiculous? This whole thing just makes them look bad. Twitch should be game and laughing stock the way they keep letting this happen. Beer back after. Okay, no worries, man. Get some food. Hope you enjoy your dinner or whatever you're going to eat. But yeah, I agree with you. They're becoming a laughing stock. The only problem is Twitch doesn't have anybody to really challenge them for the throne. Trovo isn't big enough yet. Facebook gaming just hasn't taken off. I mean, think about it. Think about who came back to Twitch. Ninja came back to Twitch. Shroud came back to Twitch. Big streamers came back to Twitch. Why? Because Twitch is the moneymaker. Other streamers, you know, the money, they know it, is on Twitch because of Amazon, because of everything going on. Will somebody maybe challenge them someday? I hope so. I hope so, because that'll help them right their ship before it's too late. But I don't know. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. The only thing I know is that it's going on too long. It's gone on too damn long, and they just need to get over it. Money talks. Yeah, money talks. That's how the Washington football team changed their name, because sponsors said no. FedEx said, we're not renewing our agreement with you to sponsor your stadium until you change the name. Nike pulled jerseys. Other companies pulled their clothes off of the shelves and said, change your name. Once money hit the fan, that's when they changed their name, and they finally started doing this new stuff. You may not like everything that goes on in this world, but I'll tell you one thing. Money is the all-deciding factor of everything. The fact that Amazon owns so much stuff and Amazon is so big, it's almost scary. It's almost scary how big Amazon is sometimes. But I mean, what are you going to do? Who's going to compete with Amazon? Walmart can't even compete with Amazon. Other companies, small businesses can't compete with Amazon, and barely some of the bigger businesses can right now too. Amazon's bigger than just a regular monopoly. I'm hoping to go with Red Wolves. Yeah, me too. that's definitely what I'm hoping for. We'll see what happens. I mean, they're not going to change the name until next year, I heard, or next season, but we'll see what happens, I guess. I know Ron Rivera has been working on the team name with them, but I do think that there's some work to be done with that. We'll see what happens. All right, so we basically talked about the Twitch hate raids. I know Twitch hasn't really responded much, and I'm not sure what else to really do about them. I'm just going to be watching. I'm going to tell my mods, worst case scenario, just be ready. And worst case scenario, just be like, we're just going to put it in sub-only mode, and then we're just going to, because then they can't talk unless they subscribe, and then we're just going to, do whatever we want. And if I have to, I can just end the stream from there. If it ever happens, I've got a plan, no big deal. They're not going to ruin my day, though. I'm not letting these hate raiders get away with what they're doing. I know some people who have lists and stuff, and I'll be going through and trying to find them so I can also, take care of that. Let's see. You have a... Yeah. There's a lot of Twitch bots. That's the fucking problem. But, yeah, I just don't know how much I trust them. I don't know how much I trust them at all. We're going to get back to some NFL news now. But yeah, if you have topics, throw them into the chat, and I'll answer them as best I can. One other big thing as far as COVID goes, the Las Vegas Raiders are the first team to require proof of a COVID vaccination from all fans attending home games in 2021. You either have to get a shot at the stadium, or you have to prove that you've gotten a shot to get in the home games. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I guess, because everybody has their opinions about the shot. I've gotten a shot. I'm vaccinated. My wife is too. But forcing people to do it just to watch a football game, I mean, I hate the idea of follower only or sub only. I do too. But I'm worried about the hate raid. Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll go sub only if there's a hate raid. Like if it's an actual hate raid. If it's just like a couple clowns, just fucking block them. But if it's like a serious, like 10, 20 people hate raid and all that speech and stuff, yeah, we're just going to sub only it. And then we're going to go from there. As a private company, it's their right to decide who to allow in their stadium. And that's true. I'm just saying I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not necessarily saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I'm just kind of on the fence about that. I mean, because I know that Washington is telling everybody that if they go to their stadium, they have to wear a mask inside. Now, I guess outside in the stands, they don't have to wear a mask if they're vaccinated. So, no shirt, no shoes, no shot, no service. Yeah, basically. Add that to the list. I mean, I don't go to games anyways. They're too expensive. Why would you... I'm going to have this topic probably for a while, too. Why do you go to sporting events? They're too damn expensive. The drinks are too expensive. The food's too expensive. Yes, the experience is nice. I've been to a few games. In fact, the only game I haven't been to is a basketball game in a while. Not since a college basketball game. But there's no point. Why go? Why go? It's too expensive. And plus, with work and some of the jobs that I've done, it's just not worth it. The expensive or experience. Yeah, I know what you meant. That's okay. I mean, because here's the deal, right? With one of my previous jobs, they gave me tickets to a Nats game, and they gave me, like, upper deck, like, seats to, like, one of the private areas. Basically, I was behind home plate, and I had all-you-can-eat food and all-you-can-drink beer for the entire game until, like, the 7th inning or whatever. I'm spoiled. I don't want to go to a baseball game now unless I have, like, really good seats or I have an experience where I can, eat free food. Especially free good food, not just hot dogs and shit. Like, I'm talking, like, real good food. And actually drink beer without spending an arm and a leg. Because, yeah, I'll drink cheap beer once in a while. But even the cheap beer is ridiculous. Being there in person is more fun than watching on TV. Plus, I don't know if I believe that. I love watching football on TV. Maybe some sports is more fun, but football on TV is way better. Because you have all your fantasy stats right there on the TV. You got your phone. You don't have people screaming in your ear every play. You don't miss a single play, even if you go to the bathroom. You have your own drinks, your own food. You have to cook it. But think about it. I spend, what, 12 to 15, 20 bucks on some beer. I actually get like 12 beers. At the stadium, guess how much $15 will get you in beer? Maybe 2, if you're lucky. And that's light beer. That's not like, you know, Sam Adams and shit. So, I mean, I get the experience part and the social aspect. I've been to a few games, like I said. But with the way TV is these days, nobody wants to go to games anymore. It's why there's been such a, you know, such a like downgrade in it. Like you could tell the percentage has gone down in people going to games, and it's, you know, and they lost a lot of money because nobody went to games hardly last year because of COVID. I think that overall the experience is great for a couple games, but I just really don't think it'd be worth going to like every home game during the season, like all 9 or 10 or whatever. I mean, there's another weekly game added this season. Remember that. It's not 16 games anymore. It's 17. The NFL's an 18 game season now. Well, 18 week, 17 games. It's crazy. But you know why? Because money. They got rid of a preseason game, so now there's 3 preseason games. And then there's 18 total weeks in the NFL season with 17 games. So it's going to be interesting. Injuries might go up. Other different things might factor into it. But like I said, I don't buy into... Plus, a lot of stadiums are crappy. They're not like the newer stadiums. I mean, I guess if you go to a new stadium, it's one thing. But if you're just going to like a stadium because they're your favorite team, like, you know, it makes sense. But to what degree do you do that? And do you buy these like expensive-ass tickets just to go? All right, so we're going to do some NFL news real quick. And don't forget that when the season actually starts in a couple weeks, I will be doing NFL picks, and I challenge people to pick with me. If you want to be on my show, we can Discord call, and you can pick games with me and see who's right. That would be fun. I'm also going to be doing my Who Sucks Less, which, if you guys didn't know, I did that on my old podcast. Basically, I take the game of the week in the NFL that is just the worst game. Just see how the hell can you watch this game. It's going to be like 3-7 baseball score. It's 2 pitiful fucking teams, whether it's because of injury or because of just bad stats. And I'm going to explain to you why that's the worst game of the week. Those are 2 things that I'm going to be doing once the NFL season starts. Right now, we're going to jump into some NFL news. Retired quarterback Alex Smith joins ESPN as an NFL analyst. We saw this coming. You know, Alex Smith came back from that freak leg injury. God, he had like a dozen plus surgeries on it. And I feel for him, and he came back and he actually played football. He played as quarterback for a little bit. He wasn't getting the production. He knew it. He was a great player in his day. A lot of good plays, a lot of good memories with the Chiefs and the Niners. But he had to retire. Nobody else was going to pick him up, so he got a job at ESPN. He's going to be on their NFL team. Congrats to him. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer, but I'll say this. You know, he definitely is a very smart individual. I mean, the fact that he set this up to where he'll be working with ESPN, one of the biggest markets, and he's going to be working like on the Super Bowl team, the playoffs and everything during the regular season. Kudos to him. I thank him for his time as a Washington football team member, and I wish him the best. Tim Tebow, released by Jacksonville, ending his comeback as a tight end. So, Tim Tebow had a stint as a tight end on the Jaguars with his old college coach. Is Tim Tebow going to try to play football somewhere else? I don't think he is. I think he's going to basically join back with ESPN to do college football and pro football stuff. Obviously, he hasn't said anything about that yet, but I'm going to say this. I do think that he's going to, go back to being a reporter and analyst for ESPN or Fox or somebody, but Tebow's had a great life, had a great career. I mean, he was a great college football quarterback. He did some good stuff as a pro. He even played minor league baseball for a little while with the Mets. I mean, he made money. You can't doubt that. And he tried everything he could. Tim Tebow is a great individual. Hardworking, wonderful. Some people didn't always like his antics with, with how religious he was and stuff. But, I mean, that's just how it is. People don't always like that. People don't like a lot of things. But you can't say that he wasn't a hard worker. That's the biggest thing that I'm going to say about him. So, kudos to Tim Tebow. I wish him the best of luck wherever he goes in his future endeavors. So, see what happens there. Giants release Alfred Morris. I mean, 32-plus-year-old running back. He was on Washington when they had that great run with RG3. I don't know if he's going to be with any other teams. He was released on August 16th, and I was like, 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. So I have no idea if he's going to be back. I'm not sure. He was a decent running back. I wouldn't call him special. And it's unfair to say that at some points, but you think about what he did with RG3. With the read option, the fact that, you would take the ball and you would stuff it in the running back's stomach and then pull it out at the last second and the quarterback would run, and you just didn't know who was going to run with the ball. And then Alfred Morris had a good season. RG3 had a good season, but overall, it was a failed experiment. It didn't work very well. So, I wish him the best of luck. He was a good player for his time here. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get another shot somewhere else, but I mean, maybe a backup running back role. You definitely need backup running backs in the NFL. You always do, because people get injured, especially with a longer season now. I can only imagine, I can only imagine. All right, so now we're going to go over one more big thing of news that I just heard today. ESPN writer Jackie McMullen retires. This is huge to me, and I'll explain why. Jackie McMullen, I first heard of her on Around the Horn. She's a longtime NBA journalist for ESPN, and she's retiring. She's a Hall of Fame sports writer. And honestly, she's an amazing individual. Like, I've watched her talk sports on Around the Horn for years and other stuff, and I think she's one of the best journalists out there. She broke through a lot of things. Yeah, she's retiring. Her last day at ESPN is like August 31st. Yeah. She was on Around the Horn. Yep, exactly. That's where I first knew about her from, was Around the Horn. And then I saw that she did like some stuff with the NBA once in a while, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. Why is she retiring? I don't... maybe she's just done. Why is Jackie? Let me see. She isn't retiring entirely from the media business, but she's retiring from ESPN. I mean, obviously she was a big pioneer for women in the sport world as far as writing and everything. Made nearly 900 appearances on Around the Horn. Oh, she just said she wants to dial it back. Yeah, she wants to dial it back. That's what hate rates are disgusting. They really are. Absolutely. Hay rays are disgusting and they need to be stopped. I do wish Jackie McMullen, you know, the best, because she was an amazing sports writer, journalist, member of Around the Horn. I could only imagine replacing her is going to be really hard. She pioneered for women in the journalism business. I mean, because think about it. A lot of women weren't really respected and still aren't in journalism and stuff. And yet there she is, like, just breaking records and doing her thing. So, yeah, it's a big deal. I saw that and I thought, yeah, I definitely need to say something about it, because I'm a big fan of Around the Horn. I still catch it when I can. I'm so busy. Sometimes it's, you know, tough. But I do at least watch highlights. All right. Hey, Donnie. What's going on, Drax? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, she's not going away completely. She's just going to be, like, dialing it back, and still, there are many industries where women are not equally treated. That's very true. Back from my lurk. Well, I appreciate it. Going good, man. You going pretty good. I can't complain. Got over a viral infection for the most part. Getting back to the whole content creating thing. I started this podcast recently. This is only the second episode, but I want to go over, like, you know, sports topics and other things, and just give my voice out there, get back into content creating, and just have fun. That's what I'm trying to do. I hope you're doing well, man. Life's been busy. Very, very busy lately. I can't complain, though. I'm glad Jack is doing punches of the last year in the sports world. Welcome back. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you. Thank you. Wifey's actually getting over a viral infection now, too, but we're both negative on COVID, which is all that matters. And, yeah, Jackie definitely did a lot. Didn't you say you were from Canada? No, I'm not from Canada. I'm from Virginia. I'm from the United States. That's funny. I'm sorry. Hope your podcast pops off. Someday it might. I need to find, like, some people to join to talk sports and other topics with me at some point, just to bounce off the energy. I had a great guy who was a podcast co-host with me years ago, but he passed away due to, like, heart problems, and they were sudden too. I'm thinking someone else then. Yeah, you probably are, Phoenix. But yeah, I'm not Canadian, buddy. Definitely not Canadian. But definitely love talking sports and other stuff. One quick thing I'm going to go over here. For sure, co-host will help a lot. Yeah, exactly. It's just somebody to bounce off who's, like, a little softer than me, because, like, I'll be the one who's, like, yelling and throwing a fit and cussing and stuff. But, you know, I mean, if you like basketball and old wrestling, I mean, I used to watch a lot of wrestling back in the day when I was, you know, the 90s wrestling. But basketball, not really. I'm not a big fan of basketball, not going to lie. Bro, I miss James. Yeah, he was a great guy. James was definitely a great guy. I miss him. Because he was like this religious, soft-spoken dude who would laugh a lot. And he was just really funny. He was a great counter for me because I'm, like, very loud. I stopped watching in 2013. With CM Punk. Wrestling back then was amazing. Yeah, wrestling for me was Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. That's wrestling to me, man. Just, those were the days. Like, D-Generation X, where you just go like this to your parents when their backs turn. Oh my god, just those were the days, man. That was wrestling. Not this fucking bullshit that they're doing now. I don't know. Old school wrestling was good. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Hulkamania, Randy Savage. Now it's just boring as fuck. Yeah, it is kind of boring. Definitely. I mean, one of my favorite wrestlers was Shawn Michaels. I just loved the Sweet Chin music. I loved he was like the Heartbreak Kid. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Thought he was cool. So many funny skits. Later, 80s, early 2000s was fun. Yeah. There was a lot of really good wrestlers. And there was quite a few really good games, too, for wrestling. I mean, you think about, like, WrestleMania. On, like, I think it was a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis. You had, like, Lex Luger, and Doink the Clown and some other people. CM Punk inspired me a lot. The whole drug-free thing, which followed this day. Well, that's great, Phoenix. Absolutely. Being drug-free is good. I'm not saying that all, like, the wrestling is whack now, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. I stopped watching once, like, some wrestlers, like, you know, like, once some wrestlers got out of it, and I was just like, I got a little older, and I was like, I liked Mick Foley. Yeah, Mick Foley was great. Mick Foley was awesome. Mankind, Dude Love. What was the other one? What was the other one? He had Mankind. Oh, Cactus Jack. Yeah, Cactus Jack. Yeah, those are the days. The Undertaker, Kane. Oh my God. The Hardy Brothers. There were lots of great wrestlers back then. I mean, obviously, Stone Cold Steve Austin was one of my all-time favorites. He's great. Like, just, like, some of his fucking shit, I still laugh at to this day. I still watch some, like, old stuff, you know, and listen to some sounds and stuff. I have some sounds from him just because he's hilarious. He's fucking awesome. So, they're also talented on, yeah. I still do ever see it. Even beer is my thing. Just give me a Dr. Pepper. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't like beer, if you don't like, you know, different things, then that's fine. Definitely, you know, do only what you want to do. You know, some of us like beer, like myself. Some of us like caffeine. I love caffeine. But even cigarettes is disgusting. I can't stand cigarettes. I could go on for days about cigarettes. I love beer. Speaking of beer, I do have a beer of the week that I'm going to be drinking on here in a few minutes. You know, I usually pop a beer and drink it and talk about it. I think beer is nasty, and everybody has their opinion. But, you know, I hate cigarettes, and I don't like cigars either. I'm not a big fan of smoking. I don't judge no one who likes what they like, though. Exactly. It's like, that's the best thing you could do. Don't judge people for what they like if you don't like it. Just don't let them force you into doing it. No peer pressure and stuff. You know, all the stuff we dealt with as kids. You go to a fucking party and there's a bunch of people smoking, you know, weed in one fucking room. Just walk out of that room. Be like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not triggering some people. Anyone who smokes in a closed room with people is a I know. I know some people who do that kind of shit, and I've gotten them out of my life. But yeah, some people do that shit. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking nuts. That people will smoke in a closed room, or they'll, you know, they won't roll down their windows and they'll smoke in the car. Fuck that shit. It's fucking awful. Fucking terrible. I mean, I literally wrote an English research paper on why they should ban smoking in public places when I was a teenager. I watched my mom and dad smoke cigarettes every day. So I'm just not a fan of it at all. Not a fan of cigarettes one fucking bit. Yeah, you're ruining others' lives around you. Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem. You're forcing your shit on other people. Yeah, smoking is absolutely disgusting. It smells disgusting. It's just not a good look. It stains your clothes, stains your teeth, stains all sorts of stuff. I mean, you know, caffeine does some of that too. But I mean, caffeine's better for you than cigarettes. I mean, shit, even beer has some health quality to it, as long as you don't, like, drink a ton of it. But, I mean, again, to each their own as far as what they want to do. If you don't want to drink beer, don't drink beer. Or if you don't want to drink alcohol in general, you know, like whiskey or vodka or whatever. My biological father died from COPD. Yeah, that's true. Beer is good for the kidneys. Beer is good for a few things. He smoked like a chimney most of his life. Yeah, my mom used to smoke like a pack a day. And she passed away from God knows so many different things like 9 years ago. So, I mean, or was it set? It's a long time ago. 7, 8 years. My dad too, and I hate him. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it's, you know, a lot of our parents smoke, and that's why we don't like it. So, I mean, that's just one of those things. I remember a lot of people were shocked that I wrote this paper, and I'm like, because, like, everyone in my family smoked until my mom passed away. Once my mom passed away, well, yeah, but I know she also had problems with her kidneys and some other stuff, but she definitely had stage 4 lung cancer. But remember, everyone in my family stopped smoking for the most part after she passed away, and I'm just like, you know, it's a little late. You know, it's a little like I didn't push my opinions on my family. I didn't hang around them if they were outside smoking. I was just like, I'm not dealing with you. I don't want to deal with you. You know, cigarettes are nasty. But again, everybody has some kind of hobby or habit or thing they do that not everyone agrees with. Almost everyone I know smokes, and they try to get me. They're trying to say in your dreams. Yeah, basically. Smoking's just not good. You know, and some people like to smoke different things besides cigarettes, like cigars and stuff, and that's, you know, I still don't like it. My grandfather smoked a little bit of cigars once in a while. Everyone has a vice. Yeah, everybody has a vice. Speaking of vices, never have a hobby or habit that annoys people around me. I don't know. Wifey, do any of my hobbies annoy you? Just kidding. Hey, Phoenix Gaming. Get some sleep, man. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping in. Get him exposed. Uh-oh. I used to drink a lot. Night, everyone. Night, buddy. Take care. Have a good one. You annoy me every day, dear, but I love you. Yeah, that's marriage. That's the whole point of marriage. I'm supposed to annoy you. That's why I... Like, but if you would have saw me this morning, I had, like, hair down to, like, here. Just a mess. My fucking hair was a mess. And I didn't shave in, like, a month. Yeah, that's literally why my stream title is like, look, I shaved. Look, I got a haircut. I don't look homeless. That was literally the whole point of that, which I thought was really funny. So, let's see. We have our beer of the week with Oktoberfest right around the corner. It's a little early, but we're gonna dive in anyways. We've got Shiner Oktoberfest. If you like Marzen style beer, you're looking fresh. Thanks. I literally got it today. Feels good to be fresh. Definitely. Definitely feels good to look and feel fresh. Alcohol by volume for this bad boy is 5.8%. It's a rotating seasonal from Texas. And if you like Marzens, I would definitely recommend it. It looks like a homeless wildebeest. I wish those type of beers are available in my area. Where do you live, Drax? You don't mind me asking, like, you know, state or whatever. There should be something. There should be some kind of place you can get beer from like that. More fresh than a Subway. Oh, Lord. Oof. Subway? Anything. I mean, I don't want to... I don't know how fresh I want... we'll leave that one alone. We're definitely going to leave that one alone. Oh, you're so funny, wifey. Oh, you're in Turkey. Oh, I didn't know you weren't from the States. I learned something new today. Damn. It's 3 a.m. right now. What the hell are you doing up at 3 a.m.? No wonder I never saw you in the morning. Good grief. What kind of beer do you drink in Turkey? You got some microbreweries and stuff, though. But, I mean, I'm not sure if you got any Oktoberfest. Yeah, it's late as for you, dude. Thanks for hanging out. I'm a little surprised, but thank you. Oh, Modelo. I do like Modelo. Modelo is definitely good. It's a nice beer. I definitely enjoy Modelo. Let's see. Alright, so the next thing we're going to dive into real quick, since I am a fan of the Washington football team, I'm going to go over some preseason notes real quick. I analyzed their first game, and I know it's preseason, but this is the kind of nerdy that I do. Yeah, I have to stay late every day to hang out with friends because of time difference. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's crazy. Bro, we got a box of Turkish snacks a month ago, and y'all have some yummy snack food over here. That's true. Yeah, we did get some snacks from Turkey. Those were real good. I love those little snack boxes. We like nerdy Yeah, we do. All right, well, let's nerdy My preseason thoughts for game one. If I was going to grade our quarterbacks, C+. You know, Ryan Fitzpatrick went 5 out of 8 for 58 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, no sacks. I mean, he did okay. Running back grade was about a C, 3.9 yards per carry average for all, like, 5 of them put together, which is not great in my opinion. Wide receiver tight end grade was like B, 31 catches out of 47 total targets, which is pretty good, you know, for a preseason game, considering you had 3 different quarterbacks throwing at the receivers. Defense grade was a C, minus what Chase Young did. Honestly, they didn't really do anything as far as turnovers, barely any sacks or anything. Special teams, our field goal kicker missed 2 field goals, D+, just fucking ridiculous. What I want to see in the next game, which is on Friday, and I'll have to watch like a replay of it because I'm going to be streaming most likely. I want to see more from Ryan Fitzpatrick, our starting quarterback. I want to see more dominant rushing yards, more defense in general, like tackles for lost, sacks and stuff, and then better special teams overall, because basically, nerdy shit we could talk for days. Yeah, I can go nerdy when it comes to like Pokemon and football stats and a bunch of other stuff. It's a lot of fun. We are definitely nerdy around here. Very nerdy. Very, very nerdy. So how do you guys feel about sports games on Christmas? I know some people aren't the biggest fans of it, but there have been some times where Christmas Day there's sporting events. So I go nerdy on anime, horror movies. Oh, well, wifey would love that. I can't stand horror movies, so she would definitely love to go nerdy on horror movies. I'm not a fan of horror movies at all, so yeah, just not it. Not my thing at all. I love horror movies. I don't like scary movies. I'm not a big fan of them. I have never really been a big fan of horror movies. We'll see, wifey. You met somebody who likes horror movies and horror games, thriller, mystery, and horror. Yeah. Yeah, she loves Phasmophobia. She's a huge fan of that. So, she's still trying to get me to play more Phasmophobia. I haven't agreed to it yet. That might end up being a charity incentive, though, when we do our Stand Up to Cancer month in September, like we always do. We'll see. But I personally love sporting events on Christmas, basically just because it's another thing to do on Christmas Day. The games are kind of interesting. I mean, because, you know, normally you're watching Christmas movies all day, Christmas cartoons, but why not watch a little sports? The NBA this year has a slate of 5 games on Christmas. LPXCC, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. Speaking of, what did wifey do now? Oh, what did wifey do now? Sports nowadays, I only watch UFC. Oh, really? Okay. I watch a little UFC here and there, but mostly I watch football, like pro football. And I watch a little hockey and stuff, but yeah, I don't watch a whole ton of UFC. It depends on my mood. Stand Up to Cancer has a telecast on Twitch this Saturday. Yeah, I'll probably stop in on that. Support them a little bit. I always like jumping in to support them when I can. Let's see. Stand Up to Cancer is a great group of people. What sucks, every UFC event I have to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch. That sucks. That is terrible. Yeah, I had no idea you were in Turkey. That makes so much sense now. I'll be modding. Yep. Speaking of crazy things, what's Stevie been up to lately? Has anybody heard from him? I haven't heard from him in like forever. I hope he's doing okay. My accent is American. I miss Stevie. Yeah, I miss Stevie too. He was a great dude. You know, and it was always fun having Charlotte and Donna, you know, talk together. We talked to him around a month ago. No, that's cool. I really hope he would come back to streaming or something soon. Or at least maybe join me once in a while as Donna, because I miss those moments where Charlotte and Donna would talk. It was so much fun. I miss Donna. Yeah, he had great potential on Twitch. I think he really did too. He was great. And plus he was a great, like, I'm not going to lie, I loved bouncing stuff off of him because he was just a great dude. He's not streaming again. He quit. That sucks. I don't think he should have quit, but that's just my own opinion. I think that he should rethink that at some point, but who knows? He might not. But either way, he's a good dude, and I definitely miss him. We could have so much fun doing like Donna and Charlotte play Fortnite together. Oh my god, that would just been the biggest hilarious thing ever. Definitely. I remember when I used to call him as Charlotte and we'd talk on the phone while he was streaming. It was so much fun. Alright, let's see. Next thing I'm going to go over real quick is baseball standings. Not happy that the Nationals aren't competing this year, but that's life. So in the AL East, the Rays are in the lead. AL Central, the Chicago White Sox are in the lead by a huge margin. In the AL West, the Astros are in the lead. National League East, the Braves are in the lead by 3 games. National League Central, the Brewers are in the lead by 8 games. 9 games, actually. In the National League West, the Giants are in the lead by a few games. Then if we go wild card, unfortunately, the wild card teams are... Looks like the Yankees and the Athletics, and then the Dodgers and the Padres. So... pretty crazy how that's looking right now. Even if he's not streaming, it's cool to see him in chat. So hopefully he comes back, but I don't think so. He dropped by a couple times. Yeah. I mean, I know he's busy. Don't get me wrong. Family keeps you busy. I'm definitely pretty busy myself, which is why I make some time for doing what I can. But I say for the record, you know, you just do what you can. Do what you gotta do, you know? But, yeah. That's why I'm not getting married yet. Well, I'm fortunate to have a partner who supports my streaming hobby. You know, I'm not letting it get in the way of anything as far as, like, life. You know? Like, I take breaks if, like, she's really sick or something. You know, and I do different things here and there, but... she supports my hobby. I mean, she's my artist. She's the one who drew all these emotes for me. And she's going to draw more emotes for me later, thankfully. Like, all these emotes she drew by hand for me. So, plus she helped me make my overlays and everything else. Like, she's a huge help. I've been with my girlfriend, so I told her right now it matters achieving our dreams. Marriage comes later. That's true. That's awesome to have a wife like that. Yeah, exactly. It is. I'm very lucky. I mean, she's a game. You know, we game together. We do lots of stuff together. We watch anime together. We chill together. She even watches some sports with me once in a while. Like, you know. But I mean, you just have to find that person who's willing to do stuff, you know, that you like and enjoy. I'll be making more tonight, tomorrow. Yeah. Take your time too. Like I said, I'm not in that big of a rush. I just want like 1 or 2 new follower emotes. I have 5 slots. She doesn't know much about video games, but she gets it. Yeah, I mean, you can also teach her. See, God, when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was teach girls how to play video games because a lot of the girls I knew didn't play. You know, I was with this one girl, and I nearly killed her because she turned off my game. She turned off my system when she came over for our date, and I was playing Madden, and I haven't saved my game yet. I was so mad. You know, and that's when I decided, like, I need someone who knows something about video games. You know? Tell me what you want and I'll work on it. Yeah, sure. I will. I'll let you know. I'm not going to dive too deep into it right now, obviously, but, like, I just want, like, some welcoming follower emotes. So, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, a waving emote with my face on it. Oh, Lord, it's this guy. Where the fuck you been, Browns fan? What's going on? How are you? I have not seen you in forever. I was recovering from a viral infection, working asshat. Hey, I work too, just because I don't work crazy hours at Taco Bell or wherever you're working. What's going on, buddy? You excited for the NFL season? I might get Madden a little late this year. I don't want to buy it. Like, I don't want to spend a lot of money on it, not gonna lie. So, what you been up to besides working too much? Hey, what you mean? I make $14 an hour now. Okay. Hey, you know what? Bravo, $14 an hour is pretty good. It's not bad. I'm not going to tell you what I make because you might get mad at me, but that's life. Hey, man, good for you. That's very good. I'm happy for you. Absolutely. I'm just doing a podcast right now. just chilling, chatting about different topics from sports, entertainment. We were talking about Twitch hate raids earlier. Talking about, I made one an hour. Wow. I'm talking about, this beer I've been drinking. We talked a little sports earlier, but I got fired. Damn. I mean, it happens. Compared to what was it, which was 12:50. Meanwhile, I'm popped in bed recovering from the viral infection I called from my husband. What you mean? You didn't catch it from me? Get out of here. Yeah, I punched him away because he talks shit. Damn. Browns rule, football team rules. You're so funny. When the Browns win a division, come talk to me, okay? I love it. I love it. I love the smack talk. I love the smack talk. I hope you guys do good this year. I hate the Steelers anyways. I'm not a big fan of the Ravens. We made the playoffs last year. Looks like I can talk, huh? I mean, we made the playoffs last year. You can't say shit about that. But did you go past the first round? Did you? When's the last time you went past the first round in the playoffs? You want to tell me, like, what was that, like 2001? When was the last time? When was the last time? Give me a date. And don't make me look it up, because if I look it up and you're wrong, I'm going to roast you. Da. Let's go here. Last year we beat Pittsburgh. Okay, so you got lucky against Pittsburgh. We played Kansas City Division. What I'm understanding is both the teams you support are losers. I mean, technically, sure. The Browns have never won a Super Bowl, though. I'm going to hold on to that one. Lucky, 28-0 in the first quarter. Yeah, lucky. I can say whatever the hell I want. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it was lucky, though. You were lucky. Football has a lot of luck in it, whether you want to admit it or not. I mean, hell, Washington was lucky to win enough to get into the playoffs during their season, considering just how bad it was. But it's fine. I'm glad you guys beat the Steelers. I hate the Steelers. 3 picks, 1 fumble. I mean, yes. If Don says it was lucky, then it was lucky. Yeah. Think about it. Remember, Pittsburgh fell to Washington first in 2020. We beat them to beat their perfect streak. Okay? First of all, let's remember that. Second of all, after that, Pittsburgh barely even limped into the playoffs, so that's why I say it was lucky. I'm not trying to diminish your win. Good job beating a team in the playoffs, but remember that the Steelers fell off after they played us. Yeah, but the rest of your division is ass. Sure. I know it. It seems like a rotating cycle because in the last 10 years, somebody different has always won our division. It's like competitive trash. I don't know what to say about it, but it's life. It's fine. I don't care. I mean, you guys have the Bengals. They suck. Pittsburgh is going to be terrible when Ben is gone. You're right about that. The shot gets some 4 turns. Yes! Polish a turd. It's still a turd. I don't care, though. I love Washington. They're my team. Born and raised here. I will support them till the end. But when they're trash, I will call them trash. And you know what? Our offense last year was trash. Our defense was good, though. I'm hoping our defense is better this year and our offense is better this year. Definitely stealing that catchphrase. Yeah, that catchphrase has been around a while. Don't worry about it. A lot of people borrow it. It's a good one. Definitely a good one. But yeah, I'm happy that you guys, beat the Steelers. I remember that game. Definitely remember that game. But yeah, like I said, this podcast is going to happen once a week. I'm going to go over NFL picks, go over, things that are going on in the NFL, things that are going on with Washington, everything else. Question, what are y'all doing at quarterback since Smith retired? I don't know who else you got besides Heineke. We picked up Fitzmagic. Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick is our quarterback this year. I mean, it depends on what kind of game he has, but yeah, it's either Fitzmagic or Fitzception. Or No, what was the word I heard? Fitztragic. That was a good one that I heard a while back on the radio. Gosh, poor Trubbish. You keep calling them trash, but the trash Pokemon has feelings. That's true. That poor Pokemon has such good, I mean, at least that Pokemon evolves. That's so funny. Y'all are too fucking funny. Yeah, I'll allow it. When he's hot, he's red hot. When he's trash, oh lord, he's a bum. No, you're absolutely right. And I mean, he's 39 years old or whatever, so he's on like his last couple seasons or something. I think he's 39. He's 39, 38. He's old. Garbodor, yeah. But the point is, what we're hoping is our defense keeps us in games, and then Fitzpatrick doesn't have to do everything. If Fitzpatrick doesn't have to be the man, you know what I mean? If Fitzpatrick doesn't throw the ball 30 plus times a game every game, we'll be okay. That's how I know we'll be okay, but he can't do that. That's the only thing. He doesn't have much time left. No, he doesn't, but that's life. I mean, he's been on like 8 NFL teams. What are you going to do? But Washington didn't want to draft a quarterback that high. I don't blame him. Put him out to pasture and get some young, energetic talent. Jeez. Yeah, once you get rid of that crackhead owner, I don't think... You know what? I mean, no offense. I have to say this. Gotta get sleep. I'm blind. Hey, Drax, thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. Get some sleep, man. I'll see you. Just remember, though, he had injuries. He had a lot of injuries, and that's why he quit early. What happened to Mariota? Burned out quick. You all tired with the team. You could tell. Injuries on a terrible team to do that. Big shoes to fill, taking over for Manning. What happened to Mariota? He was trash since Ohio State kicked his ass. Marcus Mariota fell off too. Marcus Mariota was definitely nowhere near Andrew Luck. Marcus Mariota, I think he's on the Raiders. He's a backup over there. Excuse me. Yeah, Marcus Mariota is a backup on the Raiders. Yeah, 5 years in Tennessee. Oh my God, Deshaun Kaiser. Ugh. He really only played a little. Yeah, he only played for a few seasons. Good grief. Purple drink guy? Oh my God. That was a low point. Who? You mean the fast behind it? The fat bum